Assalamu alaikum, Aisha is here. Today we will be making a cake, a hummingbird cake. Or for some reason, my brothers like to call it a pigeon cake, like krrr, krrr. Anyways, before we start, I would like to point out a few things. This recipe makes a 24 centimeter cake in diameter. And B, it's those type of cakes which is for special occasions because it's huge, but it's okay because you can put the leftovers in the fridge. Let's begin. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius and prepare a grease springform pan beforehand. Then, in your mixing bowl, sift in your flour and cinnamon powder. Afterwards, add in the sugar and a large pinch of sea salt. In a separate bowl, peel the bananas and mash them up. Open your can of pineapples. After doing so, drain and finally chop them. It should look something like this. Mix the bananas, pineapple, oil, vanilla extract, and eggs together. Now fold in the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. Afterwards, chop up the nuts and mix them well into the batter. Divide the batter equally into two, pour it into the pans, and bake them for about 35 to 40 minutes. You'll know it's ready when the center springs up when you lightly touch it. Before transferring them onto a wire rack, leave them to cool for about 10 minutes. Meanwhile, let's make the icing. Sift the icing sugar into a freestanding mixer, then you plop the butter in and beat until it's pale and creamy. Add in the cream cheese, lemon zest, and lemon juice, or you could use lime, that is perfectly fine. Continue beating until smooth, making sure you're not over mixing the icing. So now just keep it in the fridge until needed. Next, let's make the topping. On a non-stick frying pan, which is on medium heat, pour in the caster sugar and a few splashes of water. The caramelization should take about 5 to 10 minutes. When mixing it, just swirl the pan instead of stirring it with a spatula. You would know if you're doing this right if the bubbles in the middle gets bigger and bigger. If you are a clumsy person like me, please make sure to be careful because hot sugar could be as dangerous as hot oil. If it touches your skin, trust me, it won't be good. By time it will slowly turn darker and it's done once it reaches a chestnut color, which is the right time to add in your salt and desired nuts. Then pour it onto a sheet of oil greaseproof paper. Once it's cool, smash it until it reaches a dust form. Now that everything is made, you just have to assemble it. It goes like cake, icing, half of the caramelized topping, lemon zest, or you can use lime, and an edible flower. Okay, don't be like me. I used a non-edible flower instead because I live in Saudi and it's summer, so almost all the plants die here. But don't worry because when we were eating, of course, I took it out so I don't kill anyone. You know what to do next, just slice it and serve it with tea. Or you don't have to serve it with tea, it doesn't really matter. I hope you enjoy this video. If you benefit from it, share it and like it so it tells me that you actually like this type of videos. And Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wow, it's not plugged. Genius!